This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
This is the Noon Barbados Today update from Monday, February 3rd, 2014. I'm Dawn Paris. Security personnel in Barbados are sharpening their skills to deal with a potential increase in crime as a result of public sector layoffs. We hear more from our Emmanuel Joseph.
With financial assistance from the Canadian government, the Regional Security System opened a one-week training course at the RSS Paragon Christchurch headquarters this morning for first responders at crime scenes. The program, which brings together security personnel from the Royal Barbados Police Force, the Barbados Defence Force, and the Barbados Prison Service, will, in the view of one facilitator, prepare investigators to better handle a possible increase in crime which the current economic difficulties may bring. Director of Training at the RSS, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Yvonne Alexander, said that because of the volatile environment in which they operate, the RSS was now shifting its focus from training paramilitary units of police forces and responding to the needs of members in the areas of prevention and interdiction of trafficking of illegal narcotic drugs, search and rescue, disaster response and other threats to national security, to developing human skills in crime scene investigation and management. ACP Alexander told participants that securing and, more importantly, maintaining the integrity of a crime scene was critical to ensuring the successful investigation, detection and prosecution of any crime. Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
Thanks, Emmanuel. Meantime, as government workers wait to hear who else will join former NHC workers in the ranks of the unemployed, outspoken priest Reverend Charles Morris is pointing fingers at the government, the trade unions and the church for failing in their duty to protect the people of Barbados. And he says they should be charged with dereliction of duty.
The people of Barbados are being reduced to the last part of the Caribbean. Our proud people are being reduced to sheep, and these three institutions must take the blame. They've been less than candid with the people.
Reverend Morris was speaking at the Barbados Labour Party's People's Assembly at Springer Memorial School last night. Also speaking at that event, opposition MP Trevor Prescott said the priority now should be getting support for those who go on the breadline. And he says it's the trade unions who should take the lead in the process. There's a call for men to be given more training to cope with the changes that have come and will continue to come in their households. It came this weekend from Barbados' Ambassador-designate to China, Dr. Chelston Brathwaite, as he addressed the annual social of the Men's Educational and Support Association. Dr. Brathwaite says the church and other agencies have failed in this regard.
Both man and woman are left to find their own way. Even the councillors and the church, in my view, have not done a good job of creating a training environment to respond to a new reality that circumstances have in fact changed.
The Public Accounts Committee of Parliament is meeting at this hour on the eve of a bill that seeks to repeal it. A bill to revoke the PAC is expected to be debated tomorrow. But the opposition Barbados Labour Party is charging that this was done hurriedly to stump its work in probing financial management of statutory corporations. Passengers on board two buses that collided in Crab Hill, St. Lucie this morning escaped serious injury. Police Public Relations Officer Inspector David Welch tells Barbados Today it was not a mass casualty situation. The only minor injuries were reported. In sports, the Barbados team shook off the expulsion of Kirk Edwards from the squad to take a 28-run victory over host Trinidad and Tobago in the Nagico Super 50 Regional Cricket Tournament yesterday. Saturday at Queen's Park Oval. Jonathan Carter scored his maiden century in 50-over cricket to steer the Bajan boys to 269 for 8 off a reduced 45 overs. It was Barbados' highest score against Trinidad and Tobago in a limited overs tournament.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
In the region now, Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves has signaled that elections could be held in St. Vincent and the Grenadines ahead of the 2015 constitutional deadline, and he's told party supporters to be on their marks. The United Labour Party is looking for a fourth consecutive term in office. Internationally now, a Moscow high school student shot a teacher and a police officer dead and held about 20 other people hostage in a classroom before he was disarmed and detained today. In a rare school shooting in Russia, the attacker entered a school in northern Moscow with a rifle and forced his way past a security guard who was able to sound an alarm. The boy shot a geography teacher and opened fire on police officers who responded to the alarm, wounding one and killing another. He's said to have had an emotional breakdown. And that's where we end the noon update. Join us again at 6 this evening. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Dawn Paris.
This news update is brought to you by
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.